Hey YouTube, Wheelchair21, and this is the rolling review for Ultra Act Ultraman Revision Edition, version 2, or 2.0. This one came out about a year ago, and has already had, I think, successfully 2 to 3 reissues, okay? So, this is on its maybe third release, and I had to finally get it. I finally threw down the cash, I got it. And automatically, the box is a lot better than the original one with this nice silver, red, and black mold. The back shows that it comes with a dash effect, his regular spectrum beam, and his energy disc. And really great. It actually shows that this one can actually articulately curve to a Greco-Roman wrestling pose, a signature for this Ultraman. And overall, let's get into the box. Let's get into the whole figure itself and see really what comes with it, just to be specifically sure on what it has. Overall, as you can see, Ultraman comes with 3 pairs of additional hands, which are kind of loose in the packaging, plus a peace sign, a red color timer, the dash effects, the back piece, the energy disc, and the spectrum beam, which are easy replacement pieces for each of the hands. And overall, really wonderful pieces for display. And let's get right into the actual 1966 to 1968 series Ultraman figure. Alright, and for this Ultra Act, as you can see, the original Ultraman, with the basic red and silver mold, and original Tetsubraya design. This figure has the basic mold of an average Ultraman. Anyways, or I should say average points of articulation of an Ultra Act or Tamashii variant figure. Whereas it has the basic shoulder articulation, actual bicep articulation built around the joint of the shoulder, double jointed elbow, actual fist and wrist articulation, swivel, actual ab joints, allowing it to do its full Greco-Roman crunch, hip joints, thigh joints, knee joints, ankle joints, and a toe joint. Yay, now he looks like the Iron Sheik with this angling of the shoe. And he has the average neck and swivel joint, allowing him to look straight up to fly and to move all about. Now, since he comes with several points of accessories, they're either effect pieces for his feet and his hands, which are easy to switch and swap, allowing that all you gotta do is just pop off some hands, place them back into place. So let's go right to the disc energy chucking attack, which is a signature move of his. Alright, and the energy disc signature attack of Ultraman is pretty much, he just forms an energy blade from the back of his head, based around the spine of his brow, or whatever you would like to call it, the crown of his head here, to throw out this nice blue and white spiraled energy blast. Now this effect piece looks really great, and it's a great disc cutting ability. I really wish, in a sense, though, they gave an extension where it actually shows an effect piece branching off of it, attaching to the hand, to make it actually extend out and show a further sense of detail of attack and coordination. It's a really wonderful piece, and a really mildly mimical signature pose. It's a really great feature, and I love this design. I really always loved his disc cutter, his energy attack from the original series. It's a very easy and bland way to technically kill a kaiju, or at least maim it quite well and effectively. Other cool blast effect parts are, like I said though, his dash effect and the regular spectrum beam, where these effect parts actually allow him to actually look like he's really running fast, which are based slightly off of and loosely off of the Gaia effect pieces, which were eruptive impact pieces, where it's using the same clear sense of plastic and sense of gravel built into it that make it look all kind of chocolate chip cookie-like, and really nice, clear, and reflective to really show the flame and impact of Earth, really giving a good, fine sense of detail and features. Now there is 2 for each foot, left, and the right. Now, on them, it doesn't seem to have a specific marker to tell you which foot is for which side, but in the sense of it does curve to match, I'm supposedly guessing, which foot it is needed for. Meaning this is the right and this is the left, and vice versa, if need be so. Which easily just attach right to the back, like I said, or the side of his foot per each side, allowing you to pretty much effectively pose the figure in whichever way you wish to have it look like he's running, about to throw, or just making some kind of brash impact coming off of his feet, trailing off of his feet. And on the box, it actually shows you can use it when using his spectrum beam, which is what we're going to do now, which all you got to do is remove a hand, remove this hand, and switch it out for the flight hand and the energy blast hand. Alright, and last off is pretty much him using a spatial beam, which is the signature and finishing attack of most all Ultramen, including himself, the originator of the attack, where it's an L-shaped blast using both the sides of your hands to create the focus point to unleash this energy beam. Unlike the original where it was clear white, this one is now shaded in blue with white shades, basically using the same plastic mold and rendering of the Godzilla thermonuclear beam, or Kamea wave energy blast, which are very nice clear shades of plastic. Really vagrant, vibrant, and wonderful. It's a great way to pose and demonstrate your figure, promo your figure. Really wonderful, really great design. I really honestly love this figure because it has a lot of better points of articulation than the original one, and has a lot of better points of articulation than most of the first wave released Ultrax, and this is the new common standard for all Ultrax now, where they actually are able to easily place their arms in slot motion to use most of their attacks. Now, this is an easy to obtain figure, but it goes in and out fast, so the demand for this is really heavily wanted for the fact that he is a popular character. He is the originator of the series. He is the first ever Ultraman we ever see, and the fact is he has a huge legacy that follows with him. So you may or may not be able to find him in places like AmiAmi, CS Toys, HobbyLink Japan, Hobby Search. It'll be hard or difficult to find him depending on which stores you go to. I would insist contacting a middleman or using other means to obtain this figure. Except stealing. Don't ever steal. Stealing is bad. But try to obtain this figure if you really love Ultraman and you really want to complete your collection, or you just want to have the original. I wouldn't insist getting the original unless you want to just have it for mint in box and cherishable items. Other than that, as for his color timer, it's an easy piece, but I don't really like displaying it because I usually tend to almost lose it. All you really have to do is just easily pull out the chest or pop it out. It does have a slight little edge where all you gotta do is take a small file and prick it out, and it just pops right out. But it's a difficult pain in the ass thing if it goes flying, and it can be lost. Thus why I usually avoid doing it. And the fact is, I actually like keeping the blue timers in mostly for most of these figures, because why have them all dying on you then, you know, living. Since I said how and ways you can obtain this, that means I am going to wrap up this review. It's worth the purchase, worth the buy, like I said. You can follow me here on YouTube, find all my videos and such, like them, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, check me out on Instagram, and also check out HeroTaku.com, we're with heroes. You can see all of the great podcasts we have, like the Ultracast, WRW, Morphin Bracers, Anisatsu Podcast, Toku Anime News, and several more to come. And as for now, yet again, Wheelchair 21, rolling review for Ultraman Hayata, one of the better and the originators of being Ultra. And I will see you next time.